moments don't have to be like the memory, the positive memory that stay with you forever and ever. They are spectacular, but moments can actually change how you think and who you are.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
Speaking of incredible, we are going now, of course, to Sarah Southey from the Southey Way and say, morning, Sarah, how are you?
Morning, Rich. That was seamless, that was.
Well, you know, bound to happen eventually.
It was incredible, though. It was incredible. I was one of the people with the phones on, jumping up and down. It was epic.
Well, I sort of I thrust upon you talking about those moments and kind of having moments in life and having those little things that you kind of go, actually, do you know what? That was a moment that will stay with me personally for a long time. But also, actually, loads of little moments about the fireworks happened in terms of seeing people, in terms of happy faces, catching up with old friends, catching up with old listeners, catching up with young listeners as well, and just that whole feeling of community. Whether it be everyone kind of joining in with stuff that we're doing on stage, which was phenomenal, the whole lights thing, or just seeing everyone. It just felt, there was just moments there which were so positive.
I'm surprised, Rich, that your moment isn't getting a bigger cheer.
Well, yeah, that was. I tried to play that down a little bit.
That was pretty cool. I did have a moment as well in the after party, which you were noticeably absent for.
Yes. Yeah.
Just saying.
All I'm saying is, so if the reason why I wasn't at the after party and the reason why I ran off quite sort of quickly, I have my parents there with me who are not quite the after party type and what have you, and we kind of like engineered it that we were having dinner and all this kind of stuff. So apologies for not being at the after party, but well, you were there.
Yes,
you were dancing.
One of my moments happened actually at the after party. In fact, arriving at the after party, it was a curious experience, and I think moments don't have to be like the memory, the positive memory that stay with you forever and ever. They are spectacular, but moments can actually change how you think and who you are, right? Okay. So I had a moment when we walked in to the after party venue to discover there was majority of people with painted faces and piercings where I just looked and went, oh, that's gotta hurt. Yeah. And we couldn't, in our wellies and our coats and our hats, have been more out of place. Let's put it that way. Yeah. And we looked around and we were, are we in the right place? And we were in the right place. They were just having a festival of their own. Yeah. And we had walked in on it, which was, they would probably had a moment when we walked through the door, quite frankly. But turns out that they were epic fun. They sharing the dance floor with us as we were, kangarooing around to Radio Gaga and, all the 80s and 90s tunes. It was, and they loved it as much as we did. And we made new friends, Rich. So that's my moment.
It's such a buzz. Just to paint a little bit more of a picture, so a big thank you to Paul at the Bullingdon for holding the after party and for James as well for DJing. So what was happening at the Bullingdon, and they do this every year around this time, is they had a proper heavy metal, death metal festival on.
Yes.
So everyone, dressed in the black sort of long coats and goth makeup and everything was absolutely awesome. And I did get a message actually from James saying one of the best parts of the night was everyone singing along to Bryan Adams' Summer of '69, which is it's just a great thing that's the level playing field. You're probably listening to real sort of hardcore death metal and people shouting, doing amazing guitar solos. But then you just put a bit of Bryan Adams on, and everyone just goes, "Oh yeah, I love this. This is great." It's what a mix as well. What a mix!
See?
I mean, that just must have been a buzz.
I must say, they did dance to Locomotion as well.
The Locomotion. Ah, dear. I love that. But that's the best thing, isn't it? That you can, that music you can listen to your favorite music. You can listen to that death metal, which is not for everyone, but is kind of part of your being and your life. And then you can flip side of that. And when the Locomotion comes on, you go, I am just going to dance to this. I love it.
Absolutely. It was brilliant.
It's all about those moments, isn't it? It's all about those moments. You take them away. And it's
little photograph in your head. Little photograph in your head. It's a little snippet of life.
Yeah.
And how it can be.
That's brilliant. I have one final question just before I let you go, because I know we're very late today. How hungover were you?
I wasn't.
No? I wasn't.
No. I think the 2-hour trip home might have sorted that out.
Yeah, that was always going to happen. Oh dear. Sarah Southey from the Southey Way, always an absolute pleasure talking about those moments today. Just hold on to those little photographs in your mind and think, wow, that was absolutely awesome. As with you, thanks so much, Sarah. We'll chat again next week.
We'll see you next week.